Hey folks, what's up? How's it going? It's me, it's Emily. You're watching EmTV live. If you're watching on the replay, thanks for watching. Thanks for joining me. Today is an extra special day. Hello, Allison. Today is a very, very special day. Today is a monumental day. Today is a day of all days that will be remembered. Today, folks, is my 1 year anniversary of being absolutely sober. I have been absolutely sober. Some flyaways here. Absolutely sober for 365 days. Not a mind-altering substance, not a joint, not a beverage, not a psychedelic of any kind, not an amphetamine of any kind. And on top of that, not even a cup of coffee. I have not had a cup of coffee in 1 year. The only caffeine that I have had is a little bit of tea, of black tea here and there, particularly black tea lemonades from Starbucks in the summertime. But other than that, I've had no coffee. I've had no booze. I've had no weed and nothing of any other substance for 365 days. And this is a monumental day for me because there was lots of times in my life where I would have never thought that this would be my journey. I would have never thought that I could do this. I knew somewhere in me was this desire to be sober, to be clean, to not need anything. And yet there was times in my life where I was so connected to the use of substances that there is no way I would have been willing to give that up. There's no way that I thought I would have ever even been able to. And now here I am 1 year later into this journey, and I am literally I am living proof that when you put your heart and your soul and your mind into something, you can accomplish it. I think what is needed and what's important in order for someone to do that is to understand what is at stake for them. What's at stake if you don't do what you're being called to do? For me, it was knowing that every time I had a drink or every time I smoked a joint or hit the vape, every time that I did that activity, I was giving part of my soul away. I was giving part of my energy away. I was giving part of my sacred temple away. Literally, like, think of your body, or like you can think of my body as an energy field. And every time I would drink and every time I would smoke, I would be leaking parts of that energy field out from me. And what I think is what was so crucial for me was to get so curious about what would my life be like if I had my entire sacred energy available for me all the time. What would my life be like if on a consistent basis I had all of my resources available for me? I had all of my energy available for me. I had access to my soul and my consciousness at my disposal whenever I wanted or needed it. That's what I started to get really curious about. What would my business be like? What would my parenting be like? What would my relationship with myself be like? And so I was wanting to know what life would be like on the other side. And I shared a little bit in a post earlier today, but I'll tell you guys that in the last year, I have made more money in my coaching practice than I have ever made in my previous 5 years coaching. I have a better relationship with my physical body. I've had better sex. I have had more creativity. I have branched out and started to wear more color in my world and not just wearing black, white, and gray. May seem minor, but these things have an influence on us. I have been more patient and present with my children. I believe that my service, my level of service as a coach has significantly increased. The impact that I have on the people that I work with is more profound. My presence in life, feedback from my friends that have known me for a long time, is like, I'm actually here. I'm really here with whoever is with me, whoever I'm present with in that moment. I am here with them. I'm not physically here and in my mind somewhere else. I've got more stamina. I have more energy. I don't burn out all the time. I've got more time in the evenings to be creative and to come on live and to contribute to the world in a different way. And I think overall, I'm just happier. I'm just happier not needing anything, not having that crutch, not having that feedback loop in your mind that's like, oh, it's 6 o'clock, got to open a bottle of wine. Oh, it's whatever, got to have a hoot. Oh, it's whatever, right? We get in these habits and these feedback loops. And not that I have it all figured out, you guys. I'm still got my different feedback loops of a different nature now. And when it comes to altering this temple and the energy that it holds and what's available to me in that space, I'm no longer battling what that is. And that is one of the most liberating, free things that I could have ever asked for, because there was a time where I couldn't do anything unless I was high. Getting high was the first thing I would do before I would do anything. And it's embarrassing to admit that. It's like I still carry like shame around it. And that's my truth. I was significantly attached to the marijuana for a very good portion of my life. And there's nothing more freeing than not needing anything. So today I celebrate this choice. It's not always easy, when I'm out with people and they're drinking and like getting drunk seems like would be fun sometimes, like just throw caution to the wind and have no consequences and, be in the moment. And I'll tell you that every time I've had one of those feelings and stayed true to my path, I've always been so grateful for it the next day. There's no part of me the next morning that wishes that I would have drank. So if you can ride out that temporary urge, ride out that impermanent desire to want to just like check out, you will always be grateful that you did it on the other side. I heard a beautiful quote once that was, "To drink is to borrow happiness from tomorrow." And I thought that was so profound and just made so much sense to me. So I come on today to share with you guys my story. I don't think everybody needs to be clean and sober. Listen, I'm not telling you how to live your life. I'm not saying that you need to go clean and sober. What I am is I want to be a pillar of an example. If you do feel that call inside of you, if you know that there's a part of you that doesn't want to smoke anymore, that doesn't want to drink anymore, that you have this calling, this feeling inside, but you just don't know if you should or how or could you or whatever it is. If you have that feeling, just know that maybe it's not your time yet, and it is totally possible. If I can do it, like I should get video testimonials of people that knew me in my early 20s and the amount of weed that I used to smoke, like to tell people now that I'm 1 year clean and sober, it's like nobody would have believed me when I was 22 if I had told them at 37 I'd be clean and sober. Or maybe they would be like, yeah, you better be, clean yourself up, young lady. Anyways, So, I mean, I don't know exactly why I'm sharing this. I'm sharing this because I'm happy for myself. I'm sharing this because it's a pinnacle day for me. 1 year. I honestly never knew that I would get here. And I'm so grateful to be here. What an accomplishment. What a feat. I can't believe it's been a year. Time just flies. Anyways, that's what I got for you guys. Again, I'm not necessarily saying that you all need to get clean and sober. I'm just saying that if you feel a calling, just know that it's completely and totally possible. And you can do anything you put your heart and mind to. And I appreciate you guys bearing witness to my journey and allowing me to share with you. I'm sending you guys so much love from my heart to yours. And I would just, if you feel called to reach out, if you're watching this video and you feel called to just reach out and share with me where you're at or what your journey is all about, or any callings that you do or don't have, I would totally love to hear from you. Absolutely no judgment, just like showing up in love and holding you accountable to be able to do the same. So I will be back tomorrow, because if you don't know, now you know. I'm here every Monday through Friday from now until November 27th. And I love you guys. And I thank you. Sorry, Instagram. I love you and I thank you for watching. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Lots of love and bye for now. Ciao, ciao. Bye, Insta. Bye, Facebook. See you later.